Hi everybody, my name is Tara Evie. I'm a naturalist here at 4-Mar Nature Preserve and Arboretum. I wanted to do a quick 5-minute craft with you. Now this is a quick 5-minute craft that will hopefully also help you and your family members, maybe your kids, maybe the adult in your life, maybe your students. It will help them get outside for just a little bit during this beautiful snowy weather that we have here in Michigan. And really all you're gonna need is a cardboard box of your choosing. I chose one that's kind of a little bit smaller, but you can choose one that's really big, really long and flat, or you can choose even tinier one than this, whatever you want to use. And I also chose my favorite stuffed animal, which is my friend the beaver here. He is going to be the passenger on the sled or sleigh that we are building today. And the only other thing that you're going to need is a little bit of string, a pair of scissors to cut my string, and to cut my cardboard box if I need to. And of course, something to color my new sled or my new sleigh with, which I'm gonna be using permanent markers because they just work a little bit better, I think, in this kind of weather. But you can also use any kind of material to color it that you want to. You can use colored pencils, you can use markers, you could use crayons, you could use anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cardboard box and I'm going to cut all of these flaps off. Now if you have a nice box where you can just fold the flaps in like this, that works as well. I personally just want to cut them off because I don't need them, and I don't need them taking up space in here because Mr. Beaver is not going to fit in here if I don't cut those out. So see you in a second. I have taken all of the flaps off of my cardboard box, and now I need to cut holes in the front of it, or one big hole, in order to put my string on it. I found the best way to do that is to just take your scissors, make sure that you have an adult with you if you're one of my younger friends, or make sure that you're watching your kids if they're not above a certain age, that you don't trust them with really sharp scissors. And all we do is we just go ahead and we poke a hole in it. That's all we do. And we do 2 holes, so maybe one right here and one just on the other side. All right, that didn't take very long at all. So here's my 2 holes. And now I'm going to cut a long section of string, long enough that I can drag this behind me, because we're going to be taking these sleds outside with our animals so that they can enjoy the winter weather that we normally go sledding on. Now remember, you're going to need a long piece of string, and you can see mine keeps going and keeps going, in order to be able to drag this behind you as you're walking around outside. Here we are. I have my long reins here on my sled, and now I just need to color it. I went ahead and drew one of my favorite things on the side of my sled, some flowers with some vines. Now we're just gonna take our best friend, or even many of our best friends, if you wanna fit. If you made a really big sleigh or a big sled for all of your friends to fit in, we can go ahead and take all of them and just set them neatly inside our sleds, and we can get ready to go outside. Now, the other fun thing about this activity is that you can make as many sleighs as you want, or sleds, as long as you have the cardboard boxes to do it. If your sleigh starts getting really wet and gross after dragging it around outside so long with your favorite animal, just go ahead and make another one. And you might even try making one with your sibling or with your friends and seeing if you can race to see how fast you can get your sled to go. I'm sure your animals would love to spend a day out in the snow with you.
Here we are leaving the 4-Mar Visitors Center. If you don't have a great place to go out sledding at your own home, or if you're not sure if you have enough snow around your house, you can come to 4-Mar from 8 a.m. to dusk every day of the week. While most of the places at 4-Mar that make good sledding hills are too dangerous for us to sled, our animal friends would love to come out and sled along behind us as we take our hikes down the trails. Together, we can look for animal tracks in the fresh snow. We can listen for birds and look at all the different kinds of trees or animals that we have here at 4-Mar. If you have a safe place to take your animal sledding at home, you can do the same thing. Look for animal tracks in the fresh snow, or maybe even just show your animal all of your favorite places that you like to visit outside. I'm sure they'll love the opportunity to experience the outdoors with you. Again, this is a great craft for all ages, but it works really well with our younger students or our younger children because they get to do something with their hands and then they get to go spend a nice afternoon outside, really enjoying the weather.
Thank you so much for joining me with this 5-minute craft. Hopefully you got a chance to go out and enjoy the snowy weather, or maybe you're just doing this to prep for when we have some really good snow outside. So I hope you're ready and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much and tune in for the next one. Bye guys!
Getaway right away at Genesee County Parks. For more, visit GeneseeCountyParks.org.